Hi everyone and welcome back. Today you will be watching a video of a Keldeo Blastoise mirror match. And really I'm hoping to not have this uploaded for at least maybe a few days after it took place. Let's see, this happened on Saturday the 14th of December. But I recorded 3 videos this day, but I won't be recording any more until like January, I think, 18, the second or third week in January, simply because I'll be on winter break that whole time, and there's no Pokemon League where I'm going, so I'm hoping to spread these videos out, but we'll see. It might just be that I upload all of them at once and then have a big break. I would not like that, because I know a bunch of my subscribers would want for me to upload videos on a constant basis, but yeah, anyway, I'm actually very pleased with the videos that I recorded this past time. Usually I record videos of me sweeping entire decks, but this time it's a little different, because it's actually 2 Tier 1 decks against each other. The decks themselves are Tier 1, not the ones that we constructed. The ideas behind them are Tier 1, not our actual decks. But anyway, we're playing Keldeo Blastoise against Keldeo Blastoise. This is actually something that I was looking forward to. So I open up with a Squirtle, not the best start. In fact, in last format it could have easily been dogged by Plasma. Or even Darkrai, if you had a Sableye with Dark Claw and Verbank Laser. But now it's different. Since my opponent goes first, I'm safe. He plays the Plasma Kyurem in his deck, which I think is a really good tech. It can snipe the bench really easily. But anyway, his first turn is uneventful. He puts down a Squirtle, attaches an energy, and passes. My turn, luckily I have a supporter, otherwise I'd be in big trouble. But anyway, we both have relatively the same deck. You've already seen my deck in a previous video. It is as basic as a Keldeo Blastoise deck can get. It does not run Black Kyurem, it does not run Tropical Beach. It just has Keldeos and Blastoise and Squirtles, and that's it. My opponent, on the other hand, as you can see, runs Plasma Kyurem. He also runs Kyurem EX from Plasma Blast. But anyway, so I played it in there. Let's see what we get off of our cards. As you can see, I actually made it a point to set up the camera very well this time. Looks like I drew a Keldeo and a Blastoise, but I can't evolve this turn, of course. My opponent drew not that much. He drew 2 Colress, a Juniper, Rare Candy, Superior Energy Retrieval, and a Rare Candy, but that's not going to help them anymore. So, I decide to just pass. I guess I could have rushed in there, but I kind of feel like I would much rather just keep Keldeo on the bench and let the Squirrel up front and die. More than likely, my opponent does not play Pokemon Catcher, so there's nothing. So my Keldeo is safe, and there's no way he can one-shot this Squirtle right now unless he gets a Blastoise and a Keldeo EX in play right now. He plays Colress for 4. Not the best Colress, but if it's more than 2, I think it's worth it. Especially if it's the only supporter you have. Let's see what he gets. Alright, he got a basic. He got several basics. Oh, he got a bunch of stuff. Silent, Spiritomb. He does play Spiritomb, but I think I mentioned that this is my wife's Blastoise deck, and she doesn't run an A-Spec. I don't know her reasons, but she doesn't run an A-Spec, so after he placed down that Spiritomb, he's like, "Joke's on you, I got Spiritomb," and I said, "Well, joke's on you, I have no A-Specs." So, he puts down his Keldeo as well and passes. He has a Silent in his hand for next turn. He would need a Blastoise in order to completely power up something, but oh well. So I put an energy on Keldeo and Ultra Ball away, a Water Energy and a Toll Scrapper. I'm probably going to get another Keldeo. Or if I have a rare candy in my hand, then I should get Blastoise. Or maybe I should just get Blastoise anyway. No, I'm going for Keldeo. As you saw there were 3 rare candies all bunched together, and there are 4 in this deck, so I move 1 to the bottom of the deck before shuffling, just to unclump it a little bit. So, I put down the Keldeo. I don't have a Blastoise in play, and I've already attached for my turn, so there's not much I can do. I have a Blastoise in my hand, I think, and this has got to be the slowest startup for either deck ever. He has 2 Silence and an Emolga in his hand. He's going to play one of them, obviously. If he has a supporter, he's going to play a supporter. Get 3 Water Energy. If I were him, I would get that front Kyurem powered up to start doing at least something. In fact, I think that's what he's going to do. No reason to play the Emolga. Call for Family would be useless, especially if he actually benches it and runs out of bench space. He's probably waiting for an Ultra Ball, but no, he's going to attach to the bench Keldeo. So, no, he's going to take it back and attach to Kyurem and start doing damage. He will be doing 30 to the Keldeo, to the Squirtle up front. And then he's going to do 30 to one of the benched Keldeos, because the benched Squirtle is safe. He's asking you to put 30 on Squirtle, but I mentioned Shell Shield, which is its ability that prevents it from being hit while it's on the bench. So he just puts 30 on the Keldeo without energy on it. Probably would have been better to put some on the Keldeo with energy, but that's fine. So I try to play Pokemon Catcher and fail. I'm sure when Red Card comes out, any deck that used to play Catcher will start playing that instead. So to save my Squirtle, I guess I decide, you know what, I'm so close to a Blastoise now, I may as well save it. I just rush in and pass. My opponent plays Ultra Ball, gets rid of that Emolga and a Water Energy. He's probably going to go for a Blastoise here. He does have options. If he doesn't have the rare candy, then... but he did go for Blastoise. If he doesn't have the rare candy, it would probably just be better to keep the Blastoise anyway for when he does draw it. If I saw his deck correctly, he only has 2 rare candy in there, which means 1 or 2 are prized, which is not fun. But I may have missed something. But that was definitely the better Pokemon to go after. And he has his Kyurem here, which, oh, it looks like no, he does not have the rare candy. He just has a Water Energy, a Silent, and a Blastoise. He's going to attach to Kyurem. He's going to Hail Blizzard for 120. Which will not knock me out, but it puts a big deal of damage on me and makes it really easy for him to knock me out later. And since I don't have a Blastoise in play, how about that? I draw a rare candy and I had a Blastoise in hand, but that is my entire hand. I have to pass. Kyurem cannot attack this turn, so I'm just going to leave it active. He draws his Kyurem EX, not what he needed at all. He needed a rare candy. He's going to play Silent, his other Silent. He's played 3 Silents, which is less than ideal. Most Blastoise decks don't actually play Silent. I know that one of the people who reached top 8, I think top 4 at Worlds, I'm pretty sure top 4, he did play 1 or 2 Silent with his Blastoise deck, and that did save him during a few of his games. But most people don't play Silent. They prefer other supporters that get you more draw support. I believe my deck used to play Silent until... Actually, I think it might still. So I drew another Squirtle, and I'm just going to pass. My opponent puts an energy on his benched Keldeo and uses Hail Blizzard for 120. Now I'm down to 30 HP. And I drew a Skyla. Beautiful League promo Skyla. I am probably going to get a Juniper. Nothing else I can really benefit from now, and even then Juniper won't be useful until next turn, but I'll have it at least. Of course, it would suck if I got this Juniper with this Skyland, then top deck a Juniper next turn, but you do what you gotta do. So I'm going to go for the Juniper, and you guessed it, pass. But again, my Keldeo is safe because his Kyurem cannot attack right now. Unfortunately, he does have 2 energy on his benched Keldeo. He just needs 1 more energy, and he has that in hand to just rush in. And I think right here I'm just hoping he doesn't have that. And it wouldn't matter what I sent up. If I sent up my other Keldeo, it wouldn't matter because it'd just get knocked out just the same. He is just going to rush in and knock out this one. And probably for the better, because this one doesn't have any energy on it. My benched one does. So he is going to knock out my Keldeo with Secret Sword and get the first 2 prizes. He drew a Skyla and a Floatstone, which will be very useful right now, actually. So I had to discard a rare candy there. That's not fun. But I do have a Blastoise in play. That's what counts. And I have at least 2 energy, which means I can use Secret Sword this turn. But I'm trying to decide what I really want to do. I put 2 energy on Keldeo and 1 on Blastoise, I think, is what I'm going to do. Just so I have an option for an attacker in case this Keldeo gets knocked out, and more than likely it will. And I play Super Rod. I run 1 Super Rod in this deck. Not sure why. I guess it's because this deck had a tendency to run out of cards, and I guess I just teched 1 in to make sure that happened less often. I play Super Rod, put in a Keldeo and a Water Energy. That's all that's in my discard pile that I can put into my deck. And the thing with Super Rod is if you have 3 cards in your discard pile that you can put in, you have to put at least 3 in. It's not like you can put in 2 waters when you have 3 in your discard pile. You actually have to put all 3 in. If you have them. That's because the discard pile is public knowledge, and Super Rod says put 3 cards from your discard pile into your deck. If your opponent can see that there are 3 cards there, then you have to put it into your deck. That's the difference between public and private knowledge. All sorts of weird stuff goes into that, but anyway. So he attaches another energy to Keldeo. At this point I was like, what are you doing? You got to start powering up something else in case this one gets knocked out. And his mentality was just don't let this thing get knocked out. One-shot everything. And I think he played a Skyla there. He does run a few proxies in his deck. You might see a few gold Ultra Balls that don't really shine. That's because it's just paper. But again, this is League. We just play for fun. This is just him trying to figure out how, if his deck works with the cards that are in it. A bunch of us do this. A bunch of professional Pokemon players play with proxies before getting to real cards just to see how well the deck works. Of course, it's not tournament legal. You can't actually go to a tournament with proxies. You have to actually have the real cards. But while you're just practicing, it really does help. And I was against proxies forever. I believed in building decks based off the cards that I actually had. But my mentality just has changed over the years. I still respect people who don't want to play with proxies. I'm perfectly fine with if you just don't want to because of conscience issues or something like that. But yeah, if you want to play with proxies, nothing wrong with that while you're at League or while you're play testing and stuff like that. So, he played Superior Energy Retrieval for 1. And he can do 150 right now. So he will knock out that Squirtle 2.5 times over. And right here, I'm like, man, I should have attached that other energy to this Keldeo, then I'd have a chance at one-shotting this one. So I attach an energy to my active Keldeo and play my own Silent. I guess I do play it after all. I just need 2 more energy attached to the active Keldeo to knock out his active Keldeo. He has 3 prizes left. I have all 6, and I just want to take a prize to sort of give myself a chance. But right about now, I realize I am in a bit of trouble. So I attached to my active Keldeo, and then another one to my benched Blastoise, just so my Blastoise will be able to attack at some point. It's that much closer to attacking. Looks like I have another Skyla in my hand and an Ultra Ball, neither of which is going to help me at this point. Skyla will help me next turn, but I can't play it until next turn because I've already played a supporter. So I am going to Secret Sword for knockout, and off my prizes, a Juniper and an Inn. Oh. But anyway, so he promotes his Kyurem. It benches another Keldeo and attaches it to it, and he probably is going to Hail Blizzard for knockout. Yep, now he's down to one prize, and all my energy are on Blastoise. And off of his 2 prizes, one of them was a water. He needs just one more water energy to rush in and win the game. I drew 2 water energy off of my... I think that was just out of my hand. Or, no, that was energy retrieval, my bad. I need another 2 in order to knock out his Kyurem, and I don't get it! Oh, that sucks. Now I can do 110 to it, but that's it. I didn't even draw a single water energy off of that Juniper. That's no fun. I didn't draw energy retrieval or a superior energy retrieval, and I'm just going to check my deck right now and see how many do I have. I counted 1, 2 superior energy retrievals, and 1 more energy retrieval. So, in a deck that small, I really should have pulled something. But I didn't. So I Ultra Balled for nothing. And I can do 110 to his Kyurem, not enough to knock it out. So, and like I said, he just needs 1 water energy, and he can win. Because he has 1 prize left, he just needs to promote his Keldeo. My Blastoise array has 30 damage on it. He needs 1 water. Oh, he got it. And that would be a good game. He just needs to attach 2 water energy to his benched Keldeo, and he did. Rush in and Secret Sword for the game. So, that was a real fun match. It's great to actually face another deck and have it be such a close game like this. I had fun with it. And like I said, hopefully I'll have more videos coming up. I'll try to spread them out over these next few weeks. But anyways, thanks everyone for watching. This is Skull Sugar Gold TCG, and stay tuned for more.